Hey y'all, it's Olichia and welcome back to another speed build. Today we are making a simple little cottage with only one room. It's nice and cozy and we are building on the lot called 13 Nettle Lane, which is in Henford-on-Bagley, the world that came with Cottage Living. And it is a limited pack build today. I rarely do that, so I guess it's like a special treat, especially if you have both Cottage Living and what's the other one? Horse Ranch, because those are the two that we're using today. I thought that they would probably complement each other very nicely. So once I got my hands on the Horse Ranch pack a few months ago, I just was like dying to try them together. So we've got the shape of the house and the fence sort of figured out now at this point, and we're just picking some roof texture and some wallpapers. The thatched roof, of course, is from Cottage Living. The stone wallpaper is also from Cottage Living, but the wooden wallpaper is from Horse Ranch, and I think it's so nice because it's got like all these different colors in it. Like you've got an orangey wood, but you've also got like a sort of a lighter wood with this swatch. And like I might be crazy, but I feel like there's a little bit of blue in there as well. Also adding some cute little details like this little window above the front door that's circular and has a bumblebee on it. I think that's so cute. I always love that item, but I rarely find use for it, so it was nice to do it, to use it today. And now we are adding some garden patches, which I think is really fun. That's my favorite way to actually play this game, is to have like a little garden and grow my crops and maybe even get some chickens. And listen, I didn't place down a chicken coop in this build, but you totally could with a little bit of rearranging. And if you did a lot of rearranging, you could probably even have a cow too. The landscaping for this build is pretty simple. I'm mostly using these low-lying flowers that are like this pretty blue color. I think it looks really fun and whimsical to size them up like a little bit more than they should be sized up probably. I just think it looks like really cute and overgrown, and you can really see the blue in the flowers. I was quite happy with the way that the landscaping turned out, even if it was a little simple. And just so you know, it looks really good in fall too. I know that because I have several different saves in my game, like one for building, one for recording, a few others, and one happens to be in the fall season right now. And I placed this build down and the world is just gorgeous. And the landscaping looks really, really nice. So yeah. Anyway, now we are on the interior. You may have just seen me messing with the lights a little bit. I'm going to be doing that at random times throughout the build. Just ignore that. I just wasn't sure if I wanted it to be really bright or just a little bright. Like, I don't know. I just get indecisive with the lighting. So yeah, ignore that. One thing I wanted to talk about is I wanted to ask, is anyone else's gallery super glitched right now? I've heard of the gallery being glitchy, you know, many times in the past, but I've never experienced it until recently. And now when I go to my gallery, all my builds are out of order and it's really hard to find stuff. So please let me know if that is also happening to you. I would like to know that I'm not the only one and that it could potentially be fixed, but it's not the end of the world. It's just annoying. You want to know one glitch that is also happening to me recently? I am playing the game with my husband. We like to play together sometimes. And we have this simple living lot trait enabled where you have to have all the ingredients in order to cook something. I think it's more fun to play that way. But the ingredient of flour, like F-L-O-U-R, doesn't exist in the game. We can't find it at the grocery store. We can't find it when we make a grocery order. We can't find it in the debug menu. So I don't know what happened. Maybe it's one of my mods being weird or something, but I cannot cook bread or anything that needs flour. So that's kind of been annoying. Again, let me know if that has happened to you and if you have found a fix for it. Anyway, we finished the living room and it uses both, you know, Cottage Living and Horse Ranch, obviously, because those are the only two packs that I'm using. But I really love the new fireplace. I love the couch. I picked a rug from Cottage Living because I thought they just, you know, complemented each other. And anyway, here we are working on the bedroom. Sorry, I'm moving kind of fast here. Everything in this build functions except for that closet that I just made. I had this one tile space to work with. I thought it would be cute to make a little wardrobe, well, not wardrobe, like a little closet space. And when I was playtesting and I found out it wasn't functional, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it. Because if you need to change your Sim's outfit or do anything like that, the mirror right next to it is functional, so you could just pretend that they are using the closet if that's important to you. You may have noticed there's a lot of green in this build. Like, of course, there's a lot of browns, different shades of browns, but I feel like the main color, or like accent color, I don't know what to call it, would be green. The horse ranch pack came with a lot of this gorgeous green color, and I found that a lot of the items in the cottage living build and buy matched quite nicely. Like you may have noticed on all the windows except for this one here in the bathroom, I combine a cottage living curtain with a horse ranch curtain, and they're about the same color, but I just like combine them to make a new curtain. Did I have to do that? No, there was no need for that. I just thought it was fun and it just gave like a different look, so that's why I did that. And now we are on to the last room, the kitchen. I do my little curtain trick again. And you'll find that the kitchen has like a slightly different color scheme from the living room and bedroom. Even though I do have that green accent, I also have a lot of black accents, which you don't really see throughout the rest of the build. I paired the counters and cabinets from Horse Ranch with the appliances from Cottage Living. Thought those went nicely together. Another thing that you'll notice in this kitchen is there is a lot of books. On these shelves that I'm cluttering up right now, I add like a stack of books, a second stack of books, a third little clutter item that is 2 books sort of like laid on top of each other. And then on the counter, I put an open notebook. So, I don't know, maybe they just have a ton of recipe books or cooking books. What do you call those? Recipe books? Is that the right word? I feel like I'm getting the term wrong. Anyway, they have a lot of recipe books or whatever you call them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I know this build wasn't as detailed as my usual builds. I don't know, I was just in a weird mood. Plus, when you only have 2 packs to work with, you have less items to add, you know what I mean? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.